with his own show, the KidSuper show, where he basically has a bunch of comics wearing the clothes. It's not the traditional models, you know. There was Santino's out there, Stavros was out there, Theo Vaughn was out there,
Jeff
Ross, Matteo,
Yvonne
Orgy,
she's
great. She was great,
awesome.
and
Ferry, he's a French comedian.
Ferry was a French comedian, exactly, and then Jay Balvin came and did a joke,
that's
like
amazing.
and then Tyra hosted.
Oh shit! Yeah. I knew Tyra was there.
And then I was on the show obviously as well. And then like doing that and like transforming what one of these fashion shows can be, like it was by far the just most unique way of delivering the show.
Yeah.
And basically, when you look at all these other fashion shows, you're basically trying to go, what's the obstacle course for these emaciated people to walk around in?
Yeah.
That's the challenge. It's like, do they walk around in nothing? Do they walk around on water? Do they walk around in a house? Like, what is it? And he was just like, nah, we're not doing it with models. We're gonna have these comedians go up there. And
how was that?
Son, put it this way. Outside of the show, the theater held like 1,300.
Which you didn't know.
I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be 50 people.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
Me too. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make fun of this motherfucker in front of his friends and like these high fashion people and then whatever. And then I found out the night before it's in this beautiful fucking theater. I was like, oh, I gotta like write some jokes for this shit. Like this is gonna be a real thing that I gotta succeed. We go outside of the fucking show before it starts. There's 5,000 people that are trying to get into the venue.
Oh,
the police are called. It's barricaded. There's fist fights in the street, like fashion fist fights, which is hilarious, right? Like dudes with nails and shit scratching each other. Like, it is crazy, okay? They gotta barricade the venue so people don't go in. They have to bring down those metal things that they're in front of the
closed
bodegas
gates
to protect it.
Yo,
and the venue was like, we're not doing this shit.
The
They
venue said
closed
no.
it.
The venue's like, we can't hold this many people. The fire department is getting called.
Shit.
They thought
Right?
the show would get canceled for a second because it was just so packed.
And then you
this
have
is
to
the
think like,
Best case scenario.
no,
for him.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
assuming no one gets hurt, but
okay, but
yeah.
yes, for sure. But remember, the people that you want in that show are the writers from Vogue and from Women's Wear Daily and buyers for all these places because you want our boy to get the press and get this. And they're coming from another show all over, so they're showing up and it's 5,000 people outside.
Best possible thing that could ever happen is all those people can't even get into a show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's the best.
I told Mark
best case.
before the show even started, I was like, Mark, it would be awesome if we all went up and killed. Do you know it would be better? If the show never fucking happened.
Yeah.
Because 5,000 people tried to break into it and it was just absolute mayhem. It's like, well, what is it? Why is there so much energy around KidSuper? They end up making the show happen. It's like an hour late, which is also fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Fashionably late.
boom.
Boom.
And Tyra goes up. Tyra's fucking great. All the comics go on. It's fucking funny. It's interesting. It's different.
Bro,
Like
Theo was killing me, bro.
Theo's
During
crazy.
like the walkthroughs, like everyone's walking around and Theo is just always Theo. It's amazing to watch it. I never really hung out with him watching him on like his pod and stuff. But he's just standing there and like they're giving the walkthrough and this guy looks like Yoda is like explaining what to do. He's like, okay, so you walk around this, these are like this, and then it just gets dead silent. He just goes like, so how do you even win? He's like, but do you win? Like, how do you even win the thing? And they were like, no one wins. And he's like, oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
But he's just unbelievably funny.
Yeah,
So
he's just fucking
you guys
great.
just walked? Like
No, so you walk onto the stage like a traditional theater, right? You basically walk to the middle, make a right angle, walk to the front, and then you do a few minutes of stand-up.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, you get off.
What was that experience like?
You killed.
So yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but like the crazy thing was not knowing what the audience was. I was like, do these motherfuckers speak English? Are they KidSuper specific fans? Are they fashion fans? Like, because I wanted to make some jokes about fashion. Because when will I ever have the opportunity to do that? Like kind of specific nuance shit.
Yeah.
So,
But a too cool show typically is not good.
Typically, but that's why with the frenzy, people got in. I think they're already more geeked because
That's
they're
the
like,
last point.
I
They
got
felt
in.
like they're-
so it's a
yeah.
hotter crowd and they're more willing to laugh because like, I'm gonna enjoy this shit that much more because they couldn't get in and I could.
yeah. So it was cool.
And there's nothing fashion people want more than to be a part of the thing that nobody could get into.
Yeah.
Oh, the best. Can I read something from Vogue that they wrote on this? They wrote on like the comedians and their little
Fuck
bits.
yes, read it.
They wrote about Andrew. The closing act, Andrew Schulz worked a routine around Alexander Wang that was enough to give a publicist recurring nightmares.
So you guys heard of Alexander
You
Wang?
got some accusations.
Yeah, so he was basically like Me Tooing dudes like crazy.
Yeah.
And it was funny, like after the show, we're at the after party, and there was a bunch of these male models came up to me, and I know they're male models because they called themselves male models, which is the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Like you could just be like, we model.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, we're male models.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is that what gender?
Oh, I'm a male nurse. You're like,
So you gotta let them know. You know what I mean? It could be anything.
I mean, I'm gonna add gender to everything from now on.
are you a male comedian?
I'm a male comedian,
Yeah.
and I was doing male comedy that night. But yeah, so I was like thinking, all right, what's the joke about like Alexander Wang? And I was able to like tie some things in and like kind of, whatever. We'll probably post it.
Yeah.
It'll be up soon, whatever. We'll get it. We'll post it. And then just doing some other stuff. So it was cool to do something that I thought was like a unique set just for that environment.
Yeah.
That I kind of never do again.
Right.
And it was just fun. And then at the end, I had a kind of like thoughtful moment for Colin. It was kind of cool. There was like Colin used to go to the fucking Louis Vuitton store in New York when he was a teenager, and he would sell his shirts outside to the people waiting online to get in. And then I was like, and now he sells his shirts inside.
So that's fine.
And it was like, it's a fucking cool little moment for a guy who's really awesome and has been supportive of us. So.
Yeah. But even if you don't care about fashion, I feel like his story and what he's done like transcends to where it can go into any industry. That's what I thought was cool about it. And like
And his team too. Like he's got a great group of guys. Like
Photo
shout out to
and all the
Photo and like he's got what they got going on kind of reminds me of what we got going on, man. It's it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like even when they're putting together the show, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers don't have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just doing it. And I was like, yeah, that's every project we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, we're gonna make a special for Netflix.
Yeah.
And then they're like, have you done this? I'm like, man, don't worry about it. We gonna figure that out. Like.
But it's just cool, like, fashion is so exclusionary and so, like, no one can get in and, like, so too cool. And what he does is, like, opens it up. Most of these fashion shows are, like, 100 people. He's like, 1,300 people can come in. Like, fashion shows are like, oh, you have to look this way and you have to be this thing and you have to be super cool. And he's like, nah, fuck it, get Stavros in here.
Yeah.
Like, it feels much more open and much more, like,
I shot to stop.
I don't know.
Of all the comics to call out.
Stavros was saying about himself, bro.
Stavros
is not necessarily a model, per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he said it himself. He said, I hold the record for the fattest person to ever walk in Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And I think that might be true.
Yeah. That was fun. There was some good shit.